So, I finished work and I was wondering to myself, why do you order stuff and two flipping flimsy people come to your house fannying around on your staircase when they could just get one serious guy to lift it up and walk around your house and put it where you want it? Where do you want it, mate? Oi, where do you want it?
Over there.
Over there. Let's see.
My name is Ollie Johnson, aka Hench as Possible, aka Lord Sparta, aka lift up your car in the car park, aka 1000 kg leg press, aka your workout is our warm-up. AK like we're going for it. I decided to pull a double-decker bus because I don't know anybody that owns a plane. And I'm not sure I'm strong enough to pull a ship because I can't swim like that. It's real technical. But more than that, it's different. I like to be different. I like to be unique. And I knew I'd end up challenging myself with a double-decker bus. If you follow my stuff on Insta, shameless plug, Lord Sparta with an extra A, you see that I've pushed cars single-handedly, pulled a van whilst pushing a van. So I had to find a medium or a place where I knew that I'd be really discovering my potential. And also so my kids have something cool to talk about in the playground when they get to that age. This was my own way of giving back without sort of being like everyone else. And I chose to do it for cancer research. Cancer research because of my mum. She was my best friend, and I'm not ashamed to say that I was a mummy's boy, because she had so much love and so much wisdom, and you can't replace a love that keeps on giving despite you never being able to repay it back. She died from cancer, breast cancer to be specific. So I guess cancer research will always have a special place in my heart because they're looking for a solution. You know, I remember the pain. I remember how my whole family was affected, and it became more alive to me how many more people have suffered from it. So if this little exertion on my body can go some distance to helping just one other family not to go through it, then it was worth it. This is a good one. So initially I just thought, buses are everywhere, this should be easy. And I went to a Riva North, because I'm from North London, and I said, can I please use a bus, because I know they support cancer research, and long story short, they said no. But I get that no one owes you anything in life, and I wasn't angry. I think you should have said yes though, guys. But then I went online and found a company in Hertfordshire, and they promised me I could use their bus, and they said they'd send me a bus a couple of hours early on our way to another job, and 2 days before the bus pull, they stopped answering my calls, and they started treating me like a one-night stand that they didn't want to talk to again. So it got a little bit hectic. Obviously people are donating money, and you you can't let them down and say you don't have a bus. So I went online and found a company called Ensign Buses. And I want to say to you, the team at Ensign, thank you very much. I love you all. You guys are lifesavers. Literally, because cancer research finds a cure, then you did it. But also, they welcomed me to their depot and they gave me all the help I needed. They were so accommodating. So thank you very much to the team at Ensign Buses. That's how I prepared. What, do you mind? Oh, good question. Well, that's how I prepared. I'd love to tell you that I did something to prepare, but I think my whole life has been a preparation. As I said, if you follow my journey, you know, I don't compete. I'm not a powerlifter yet. Who knows what the future holds? But I'm strong and I keep pushing myself, and that's my preparation. I didn't do anything.
On the record, off the record, can you tell us what's in the drink that helped you prepare for this pool?
Let's just say you couldn't buy this drink if you were under the age of 18 and you were in a club. I would like to say, without a shadow of a doubt, that has been the most challenging, gruesome thing that my body's ever been through. It was a really hot day. I almost passed out. I vomited twice. Luckily, I ran to the toilets and the cameras didn't see it. What should have been a 45-minute thing in my mind ended up being 3 hours. I suffered from heat exhaustion. The guys at Ensign had to put me in an air-conditioned room and I kept pouring water over me. I fell. I had to change from my trainers to my boots. If I could cry, I would have. I'm just not the type. I felt like giving up. It was close. But you never give up. And honestly, it was painful. I had to wrap cords around my wrists at one point because I didn't feel like I was getting enough momentum or inertia. And my skin was being cut and chafed. I genuinely thought of giving up. And then it occurred to me that however bad this feels, imagine having cancer. And imagine being the husband who has to watch your wife die. Or imagine the wife who has to plan your husband's funeral with your children. Imagine a parent who has to go and dress their dead kid or just know that it'll never be the same. So I didn't give up and I pushed through. And even though I hurt myself, I pulled it. Keep going. I'd like to thank everybody that's donated. It's not too late to donate. I'm really grateful. It means a lot to me personally. It means a lot to people you'll never know. I'd like to thank everybody that has been there for somebody who's been a victim of cancer. I'd like to thank all the people who support victims of cancer through their jobs. So chemotherapists, radiologists, care workers, all the surgeons that have to perform operations on people. I'd like to thank Ensign Buses again. I'd like to thank my family. I'd like to thank my mum. Who knew I could achieve something like this? I probably would have never tried it if you were here, because you would have told me what a stupid idea it was. But I'd like to say, if you're going through something, there's always a way you can rise again. There's always a way to make something of nothing. If you need help, ask for help. But you don't have to lose. Get hench or die trying.